Well, hey, this is Jerry, and I'm bringing you another episode of What's Broke Today. And actually, today is update on Rusty. That I've been working on it, so let's see how we got to this point. Well, hey there, I'm finally getting back to work on Rusty. We've got some nice weather this week, and I got it outside the barn. Got it started. Still got to do work on that problem with that injector driver module relay. I think it's just loose, a bad connection in the socket. I gotta get a light and look at that closer. But I went in and added some mud, and down here where the door, I had that goofy gap. I thought I'd use some body filler and kind of narrow it up a little. And then a little body filler where I had my dent here on the door there. And then I came over here and added some on where I was working on that, so I kind of feather edge it out a larger circle. And then was over doing some dolly work on the front fenders that were I had a dent right there. I was started on that one, I just hadn't finished up because that still was a little bit low there. But this one ain't gonna look great because it's hit pretty good right here, and I also had a pretty good one right there. And I'm gonna I'll probably do a little bit of body filler work and smooth those up, but I gotta get the old logos off because I'm gonna put the O2 style ones back on, and then get these all cleaned up, trying to get everything ready to put it all in primer. All right, well, we have reached time to put on some paper. And not really sure how well this is going to work with the wind blowing out here, but basically I'm going to try and get this stuck on here and work my way up. So the thing is, though, this section I'm papering off here on the back of the cab, I'm going to end up just putting undercoating on it. So, you know, basically from this seam over to a corresponding seam on the other side, it's going to be a black. Since it's behind the cab, it won't really be seen. This is where one of those little carts that you put the paper on and the tape, and just pull it off, and it puts the tape right on the paper, would really be nice. Now, somewhere in here is my ejective line, and I'm actually going to finish that line. I'm going to tape my paper down, but then I'm going to add another outline of tape. So after I get done painting, I can peel that tape off without having to deal with the paper yet. That way I'll pull that tape while the paint is still a little bit wet. And then I don't have to worry about the paper getting in my paint before it's totally dry. See, if I cut this one long enough to go clear across, yeah, we may have to move inside. This wind is a pain in the butt. That went up too high. Oh. As when the wind dies down, it's not too bad. And then here I can take and just trim it down around the glass. Now, in order to help get my tape to stick better, everything got wiped down with wax and grease remover before I started any taping. Alright, well, I sprayed primer this afternoon, or late afternoon, and ubus I made was like right here. I'd sprayed in here and then opened the door, and I didn't have that tied down, and I ended up hitting that with like some black paint to hide the primer that's on it, and of course bugs. But it's actually amazing when you start spraying. I mean, spots like there, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I didn't even sand that down and smooth it up, but I mean, overall we're not too bad. I got, the inside the door jambs that I almost wish I'd have just took the doors off and sprayed them separate, because this in here is hard to hit. So, but not too bad. That's the passenger side. Of course, we got both front fenders, and I can't remember which fender. A spot there where it threw something off the tip of the gun, but I think that, you can see the hood up there. Yeah, I'll get around and do some seam sealer, and have to do some more papering before I spray any red. But I think I'm going to spray the red in stages. That just trying to spray the whole thing at once, because like up here, the tape came back, so I sprayed the rubber, but that'll clean off with lacquer thinner. But yeah, my body work doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to. I mean, well, it's a work truck. It don't have to be perfect, but yeah, my body work definitely, because of where they had this big dent in the door, I can't even see it, and where I took and did the door dings, kind of see there, I probably could use a little more primer down here, but it might be a little thin, but overall we're in pretty good shape. That I don't know what we do about bugs short of buying a paint booth. Yeah, but I think we're going to be okay. The only way to get a better paint job would be to load up and take it to a body shop and have them put it in their paint booth, I think. Oh, but yeah, it looks good. Well, the other day when I primed, I was looking at it outside, I thought, boy, this thing looks really good. But then I really get to looking, as you can see over here, I've been sanding, because some of it, I mean, especially right up in here in the roof, where I was doing my farthest reaching, this is like 80 grit sandpaper feel up here. So what I've been doing is I got some 400 grit paper and just come up here and just start working it in circles and smoothing that out and taking that roughness out, along with some of the orange peel that shows up where it's not that rough. But I mean, the 400 grit, and of course, hard to tell, but as I smooth it up, the sound of my sanding is much better. Because like down here where it's the smoothest, I run my fingers like right in here, feels nice. Then I come right over in here, which may be hard to see, but where it's still got the roughness, we've got this, where the dust sticks down in the low spots, and then over here where I got it smooth, I mean, there might be a little bit in a few spots, but I just figured it's cold out today, and it's a great day to come and do some sanding. I'm gonna get everything that's visible when while you're driving, all the outside panels smoothed up, because I already did most of this front fender. I need to blow it off and wipe it down and recheck it, but it's about done. And then I still got the left front fender to do, but I've done a little bit I just been moving around, and I got almost half the roof done and almost half the hood done. And I figured, I'll eat up the rest of the day out here sanding, and some of this I may actually get the dual action sander and put a piece of this on there and just take it nice and easy. We'll just see, because at some point I'm going to get tired of doing this. But we get this smoothed up like it needs to be, and then we can, because see already, just that little bit I've done, I've reduced the orange peel that was in this area way down. So Yeah, looking good. Well, after getting a bunch of sanding done, got spots like this where I think I'm gonna hit it with 2 or 3 more coats of primer and then sand that down again and smooth it up. But I mean, I found a few more little dents, but I mean, we might do a little body filler in a couple spots, but in the overall, I mean, it's slicked up really good. And my concerns, you know, things like on the door was where that house paint was. I was afraid the primer might lift the house paint, but it didn't. And then I did a lot better job on my hood than I thought I was going to, because I grinded all that old paint off that I was so worried that I was going to be able to see and feel, you know, some of the stuff through. And I still got spots where I'm probably going to, before I shoot paint, because like right through there I can still feel that, you know, here it's slick, then right in there I can feel the little bit of roughness from where it's got like a little orange peel in the primer. But in the overall, just running my hand over it feels really good. That we're not too far, because I think after my experience with trying to prime with the doors on, I'm going to pull the doors off. I'm going to cut in the door jambs, cut in the doors, and then cut in the fenders before I actually paint the outside. That way I don't have to worry about opening and closing doors, because goofy things like, you know, like right here, the bellows from the wires, open the door, I had to do a little extra sanding in here on both sides, because when I opened the door, it got up into the bellows and kind of messed up the primer, but not too bad. But I'm going to imagine that's probably took up enough time to make another episode. Besides that, it's been a while since I gave an update on this truck, that with the weather, it'd been too cold to spray any primer or paint, so I didn't. But I had a warm day last week, so I got quite a bit sprayed, and got my sanding done yesterday on another cold day, and it looks like we got some warm days in the near future, so I'll be able to get out and start doing some color. So, but I appreciate you watching. Always like those thumbs up for the likes. Appreciate all those comments. And yeah, if you're not a subscriber, join on in, because they'll tell them what else you're going to see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.